You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Have plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh mama, oh yo yo yo, my nation is bleeding, prophecy unfolding, judgment incoming. I love you still, mommy. When will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way? Oh my Trinidad and Tobago. While the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say. Oh my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh no, no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh no, no, going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it plays. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs are around we have. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing here. Could we rise again from what may? Yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar, now cast a spell of uncertainty. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty. Oh, my Trinidad. Know that and Tobago. I say, oh no, no, people balling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher, can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket don't fill. Oh no, no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach an all-time high. Don't buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, the people cry, yeah, yeah, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it daily one day. Could we rise again come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering? Oh my Trinidad. No, 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 no. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell, so it seems like the devil is king. Oh my Trinidad. Oh my Trinidad. No, 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 no. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime, well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill, we own one by one. Skyscrapers going up in town. Chinese laborers at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to CPEP 10 days and must to get along. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. Oh yeah, my Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people, better wages to ease the struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh my Trinidad and Tobago, it is a stark reality. So much of even a hope. Oh my Trinidad, oh my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city, homeless children begging have mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in town. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes and sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Run control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may, yeah. To you the powers that be, hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. Because of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way. To help the people today, I say. There must be a way. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house are around many mansions. To take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, rich lake and Mars, and Calypso, Choppy and Limbo. When there is no property, crime would decline naturally. Then we could live in harmony. My holy La Trinity, yeah. I love you, mama. I love you,
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. God's child. At times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me, man. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes. Let me say a special hello to all our WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Ward Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And folks, don't forget, as soon as you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, come with me. We have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
Of course, that is the resident love doctor, Rennie Mohammed, boy, the love doctor. Falling right on his heels is the man himself. This was produced by Caribbean Soul, yeah.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do here. We bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Right? So we don't just walk the walk. You know, some people just walk the walk, but we talk the talk too as well. And we put that in words for you, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? We put it with our real names too, eh? We ain't put with no names, you know who them fellas. What is them fellas' real names? Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We do mean that. We do mean that. We really do mean that. Let me bring in the man himself, the young man, the one and only, the man from South Trinidad. Some people say from Marabella. Some people say from Palo Seco. Some people say from Sally Bay. Some people say Silibia. The man himself, the one and only, is Uncle Tommy Boy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure being here with you. Yes, I am from all over. I was born in the East, was raised in the South, then I migrated to the North.
Yeah. What else call that? Is that a nomad? You all over the place? That's what it's called. Huh?
Yeah, you can call me a nomad.
You're all over, boy. Tommy?
Yes, sir.
I didn't see the press conference. Were you able to? Tommy, let me say off the top, what do you notice different about the press conference?
Well, they're all being televised. There's nothing being hidden.
Okay.
What else did I know?
So here's my observation. The previous government was he had as much press conference as they had virtual meetings, right?
Yes.
you would say that, right?
Yes.
As much press conference. When did you ever see a lot of ministers standing behind the prime minister and actually taking actually answering questions?
No. That wasn't to be so. That was.
Tommy, man, you didn't see it. You didn't. Some of them you missed. You didn't see some of them. I think I must have missed some of them.
I don't remember the full compliment being there, or at least a compliment being there.
All right, let's take this call. Bitcoin, welcome. Hold
just
on, Tommy.
one. Me.
Yeah, go ahead. Bitcoin, hold on. Go ahead, Tommy. Hold on, Bitcoin. Tommy, go ahead.
For the most part, there was mostly one person or two persons there, along with the main spokesperson.
Maybe the ones where they had at least 4 or 5 ministers up there, you missed that. You missed those, right?
Yeah, I may have missed them.
Yeah. I feel so. Bitcoin. Can I ask you a question first? Listen, can I ask you a question first?
Okay, go ahead.
Can you, for my recollection, because sometimes, I just forget certain things and I don't see everything. Can you remind us when was the last time we had the former government had a press conference and they had about 4 or 5 ministers in there, and when the people in the audience asked questions, they had an opportunity to answer the question?
Well, I can't recall that now. That probably COVID time or something like that. I really can't recall that.
Okay.
I see a whole cabinet there.
Oh, okay.
I see people might walk in the whole cabinet and anybody could ask questions to any of the ministers.
Okay.
And they did it in a presentable way too. They was cordial and down to it. There was no rough familiar kind of attitude going on inside there and you can't ask this and you do that and talking down at people. I saw everybody answer questions and she gave a good performance when she said stand up there for over an hour, boy.
But
standing up,
Bitcoin, here's the next question. The PNM asking, where come up for Sagbesessa? When there's a press conference, it doesn't it tell you that woman is working?
The woman working above and beyond. You understand? Look at how much things they come with tonight and they talk about. Too numerous to call on. Most of the ministries, she went through them piece by piece or one by one. And she addressed that first, and then all the 9 ministers came up and they gave an introduction of what they was doing too. You understand? And I can't understand some of these foolish statements by this PNM back in time government who was there before. They never had transparency inside of there, Never. All of them was under Rowley gun. And Rowley was the one dictating what to ask or anything like that, or who to ask what question with. You see what Marvin Gonzalez get figured out tonight? Where he said it had 400 and something managers inside there and they refute all of that. They said there was only 34, 35 people was inside there eating our food. Most of them collecting $100,000 plus a month in salary and perks. So those people, more or less, some of them will be absorbed who got promoted, and the ones that were put there politically, they will have to be cut aside, as they say. And that is not only in there, I'm telling you, it has widespread corruption inside most of these ministries. The minister's report came out and was addressing a set of contract he had to pay over 20 something thousand dollars each for some of these people, and people will give him jobs there. I mean, well-known people too, but he didn't call a name. But we need to know who these people were, and they might be made to pay back that if it was during the election time. Furthermore, your good friend who used to have banter with on the radio station on 91, and he no longer at TTT. He get vexed and leave because why? He can't say and do as he want there. They muzzle him. He made a live and say that they can't muzzle he there, and he making lives and talking about it. So he going home. I'm glad they make them muzzle him because he was talking too much of foolishness on the people radio. So they put what do you say, a gargoyle in him. If he had to stay there, he had to play music. He can't talk. But he get vexed now because he can't talk. And he said he ain't up to that. So he leave the station. So that's good. That's why you gotta let him leave. They can't do as they want to know. You understand what I'm saying? Once they have contract, let them fulfill the contract and put up gargoyle in them so they can't do nothing at all. I'm hoping to see this next one, Coco get he share too, because he was the next big versus first one. When he was mounted off on the highway some years ago with that fella. And say, who's me? He had to pay to all of them had to cut loose. You understand, Uncle Tommy? And Professor Washington, all of them had to go. But I thought this press conference was a top of the class press conference I watched tonight. And all the people on them was on the charts. They had nothing bad to say because all these ministers answered the questions they were asked and they hid nothing. Thanks a lot, Uncle Tommy and Professor Washington for this opportunity.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Bitcoin.
Folks, I really want to hear from you all tonight, right? We want to hear from you all. What is the difference have you seen in the press conferences so far by the new government? What are the differences you have seen? You could send your voice notes, right? You could call 973-868-1444, 973-868-1444.
Or 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And let us know what's on your mind.
Yeah, let us know what's on your mind. If you don't want to call, if you don't want to send a voice note, you could send a text message to the WhatsApp number as well. I really want to find out, we really want to find out from you all. What do you all think? I have my opinion. Tommy has his opinion. But we want to hear from you all. What you all think? Yeah, KFC.
Yeah,
KFC.
Hi.
What's
Good
up?
night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
What's happening, man?
What's happening, brother?
I got the Bitcoin. Told you all the world that the UNC supporters, but Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
That was an excellent press conference. I see that taking that press conference, Mr. Washington. And all the ministers right there answer any question down point.
Correct.
For the last nine years, I never see that going on at this PNN government.
No, you know.
Grants.
No, but KFC, is it the possibility you could have missed? They had press conferences like that and you miss it? You didn't see it? Is it possible?
No, I know for the COVID, they are only doctors.
No. We ain't talking about doctors. We ain't talking about parish ram and them fellas, and we talking about ministers. Press conference.
I was no ministers like Minister National Security, Minister Education, Minister Utility, all of them in one woman. The media that's going and asking them questions. You ever see that?
No, what I because I might have missed a few press conferences they had, and they had a few ministers there, but I just didn't see it. I never saw any like that.
I reckon even in the media, them just back in that chair and asking the questions, no arrogance, no buffing up. Let's answer any questions with the media want to hear and the nation want to hear. They get an answers.
And that is the way it's supposed to be, you know. You ask questions, you get answers.
That the kind of government you want, Mr. Washington, because people in the nation want to hear things, you know.
Yeah. We want that transparent government, and so far,
yeah. You really work it all for you and favor. You continue asking your questions, and everybody will like you. But you also go hard at Rowley and them to come in just about 2-3 weeks in government. Give it time, you go fix it.
We go fix it. Yeah, man. I want to ask the next question, Only I'm just asking question because I didn't have the opportunity to listen to the press conference. Stuart Young come out and said there was 3 companies missing from the Gazette. They weren't gazetted. Right? Did you hear about that one, Tommy?
Yeah, well.
Right.
I hear, but
it was the 3 companies. Let me see who the 3 companies again. I know TTPL was one. Hold on, let me see that. I did a tutorial about it, but it ain't really ready yet. Let me see who are the 3 companies. But anyway, what I can say to you is that, let me see here. Pariah Fuel is one. Okay, look at here. All right, here we go. TTPH is TTPHL, boy? Trinidad and Tobago Petroleum Holdings
Limited.
Right. And there was one other one. My internet's slow. But he said that they weren't gazetted, right? But Tommy, during his time, the same thing happened. The same exact thing. Yeah? Well, I doesn't have any memory, or like he forget. So there was 3 companies. All right. So let me go into the chat in the meanwhile. Caribbean Soul was in first. Let me take this call. What boy, my phone's slow tonight, boy. Yeah. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Anselm. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, all the callers, all the texters, everybody in live. Happy to see everybody here out on this Tuesday, on this Thursday, God willing. Yeah, Mr. Anselm. So I just want to say one thing where I see you on the press conference, right? Because I want the Trinidadians them to call in.
Yeah.
Every question that the journalist asks, she call forth GMP, and they have to they give the answer because they had to be doing their job. She answer for them.
Right.
They had to do the answer. So, so she's showing them, do your job, know what's going on, because they hear what she says. She says if they didn't do the job, the road will come down on them.
Correct.
So she not coming forward like we Rowley used to do and answer for MPs. She making them happy. So look, I just one point. So I'm gonna let each and every call in.
Yeah, okay. All right. So the 3 is Trinidad Petroleum Holdings Limited, TPHL, Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, and Pariah. Right? He said that in a statement on Thursday, Young raised alarm over the May 13, 2025 Gazette notice assigning responsibilities to cabinet ministers, saying it failed to acknowledge 3 key state energy companies, Trinidad Petroleum Holding Limited, Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, and Pariah Fuel Trading Company. You know, it is sad, eh? It is sad. Because, Tommy, under his watch as Prime Minister, they had a gazette, right? And them same 3 companies wasn't listed. I mean, them really think everybody dotish,
They're trying to create drama when there's none. Are you there?
Hold on. Hold 1 minute. Folks, we have a call here, and
hello.
Yes, hello. We have this. Is this Lady Gypsy?
Oh yes, this is Lady Gypsy.
Folks,
I heard about you.
Go ahead.
We have a call here.
Wait. Turn on your computer. Either you turn on your computer. We getting.
Oh yes, this is Lady Gypsy.
Yeah, turn on your computer. Turn on your computer. Turn on your computer. Yeah, we getting feedback.
Okay.
Turn on the computer.
Right.
Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yes, it's fine now.
Nice. I heard about you guys, or a friend of mine from Tobago who tune into you guys every day, all the time.
Okay.
And I think you guys are doing a very good job. My first tuning in, and I am enjoying what you guys are discussing at the moment.
Mm. So, Lady Gypsy, if you don't know,
yes, sir.
We just play. We are one of the only station that have Trinidad content that plays.
You're breaking up a bit.
Yeah. Are you hearing me better now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the only radio station that plays your calypsos on a consistent basis. We play Political Cemetery, right? We play the other song with the PNM, when PNM come into power, black people that suffer. My words, not yours. Right?
Flight of my people.
Yes, yes. So we listen, you have really made our day to know that a person like Lady Gypsy could take the time to call us. You know what I'm saying?
We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how are you doing? How are things going?
Thank you very much. I am okay. I just finished looking at the big meeting and conference that they had there with Kamala there and the rest of them.
Yeah.
You know, and I really appreciate what you guys discussing there, because it is really amazing to see all of these ministers and them gather together, and everybody have their own thing, you know, and their own portfolio, and everybody was discussing what they're about to do, you know. It was very, very, very interesting to look at.
Lady Gypsy, isn't that innovative when you look at what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago after you look at the last government? And this government only in office 2 to 3 weeks, and you already see that it's not a one-man shop. You see? This is about we.
It's not even 2 to 3. I think one of my finger is still red at the corner. So I think it's about 2 weeks then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks going on. Yeah. They are doing a magnificent job so far, you know, and I appreciate what you guys are doing for the people who is outside there in the foreign country that you know that do not know what is happening and who tune into you guys, that they know they could be aware of what is going on in Trinidad.
Correct. So, where are you stationed right now? Where are you?
In Superior.
Oh wow.
Where there's a lot of Nesbitt. I saw the guy there, I can't remember his name. He said, Mr. Marshall
Nesbitt. Yeah.
There's a lot of Nesbitt in Superior here that lives around my area.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, definitely.
So Lady Gypsy,
I am here, but most part of the year I am in Maryland, and part of the year I am in Trinidad. But right now I'm in Trinidad until July.
Oh, okay. But Lady Gypsy, what we have to do, we have to bring you in one day, so we could talk about, you know, what's going on in Trinidad as far as Calypso is concerned, and you know, all these kind of things. And because people like you, we need to hear from you publicly. That's why we just play your song here, because you speak truth to power.
Sure.
Yeah, but you know,
I would let you know when I'm up. I'm coming up in July.
Okay, yeah, but Lady Gypsy, you had a few lyrics to Political Cemetery, you know.
Everybody telling me to add some more.
Yeah.
It's too short.
Yeah.
I am doing one to let go in a couple of months, and I'm sure you all will love it too, because there's so much to sing about and to write about.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We listen. We are elated, excited. We to feel that you could pick up the phone, whoever, and call us to tell us all you're doing a splendid for us job. We really feel good, Lady Gypsy. You made our year, not our day, our year.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
let's
say a few closing words. Go ahead, Tommy.
We want to thank you for the work you're doing.
I am on here listening to you also. Continue and be blessed.
Well, no, Lady Gypsy, before we go, give me 1-2 lines on Political Cemetery, you know. Give me 1 or 2 lines now before you go.
I have a quality. It's not for people like you and me. It is for the politician And I dig in the grave, no fuck with man. Don't worry, when I come, you don't get the whole thing.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Lady Gypsy. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, you be blessed.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, and you too. Keep up the good work.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Folks, Tommy, I don't know what else to say.
That's an honor.
It's truly an honor to hear that they pick up the phone and call us to tell us the job that we are doing. And we're not even in Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
It can't get better than that. It cannot get better than that. And the thing about it is that nobody can tell us to play her songs. Right? They didn't pay us to play her songs. We feel that those songs that she's singing, in my estimation, Tommy,
They're relevant.
all those songs in Trinidad.
We play songs that we think are relevant to our agenda, which is truth to power.
Correct is right. Correct is right. And we're going to continue playing those songs. You see, we're going to continue playing them songs because those songs should never, ever, 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 ever die. Never die. Yeah?
Yep.
Never die. And once we are here, WZYE 95.9 FM, we are going to continue playing those songs. Right? Because I listen, all you know, I don't be at a loss for words, eh? You know, Tommy, I don't know what else to say, but Lady Gypsy, want to say to you, thank you so very kindly, for actually, telling us that, we feel good that we are doing the job for Trinidad and Tobago. And that's what it's all about. We feel really, really, really and truly, splendiferous, tremendous, marvelous, wonderfulicious, fantabulous, splentastic, and splentacular that Lady Gypsy could call WZYE 95.9 FM. Yeah, all of those words, all of those words. Oh, God,
Yep.
yeah. KFC inside.
Mr. Ocean, Uncle Tommy, yeah, icon a round of applause there.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
And the song will be playing for only 9 years. It's relevant.
And we're going to play. Yeah, man. Thank you. Let me do that right now.
Like you shall round of applause. She brighten up with it. She has some lyrics in political cemetery again.
Yeah, correct is right. Thank you.
All right.
We're going to do that. This is for Lady Gypsy, folks. And there you have it, folks. There you have it. There you have it. A special one for Lady Gypsy, boy. And we didn't tell her to call, right, Tommy?
True.
You know what I mean? We didn't call her and tell her we were here to call us, nothing like that. Yeah? So, folks, this is what we'll do. Since we had Lady Gypsy on there, we're going to show her that we really just play her song. And so listen to it, eh? This is one of our songs we play in here all the time. All right, let me take this one. COP inside. COP.
Professor Wall Street, good night to you.
Good night to you.
And good night to you, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Same nice to you, COP.
I find Wall Street had a blush.
Oh yeah.
Just listen to this station on Wall Street. Professor Wall Street. Is everybody listening over here?
Yeah.
She took you by surprise.
Is everybody listening over here? Good night to you, Lady Gypsy. All that we grew up together, I'm sure you know one Gypsy listener. I'm sure you know who we're talking over here. It's Rags. If my mother had to get a bucket of water and she had no water, it's by Gypsy. She had
Lady Gypsy, she had a call to get that. And Lady Gypsy will run across and drop that for she. Yeah. Yeah, that's the relationship we have. Good relationship. We grew up. That political cemetery, Lady Gypsy, you dream that because that thing come to reality, you know. that song come today, Lady Gypsy supposed to be making money off of that song.
Yeah.
And I will say it. The victimization she get from Tuko and especially she brother that never associate taking she music forward. Watch him now. He didn't even want to resign. He didn't even want to resign. Wall Street. Lady Gypsy, just say it's your time now. Just say it's your time now. It's time for you. It's time for you to be part of culture in this country. And it's time to tell the minister of culture, remember Lady Gypsy. Remember the person that Peters, Winston Gypsy Peters, deny. I am asking the minister now to remember the woman, the sister that Winston Gypsy Peters deny. The minister must recognize you now. Good night.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Caller, welcome. Caller.
Well, when UNC win, everybody wins. Let me say good night, Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. How are you?
Good night to you.
Who's this?
You mean who's this? All of a sudden, you don't know my voice?
Wait now. There's Aisha Wells.
Oh, who else it could be?
Like you talk to Lady Gypsy or?
Listen, when I called to request a Lady Gypsy song, remember that song she sang for me? Remember she sang a song for
Yeah,
me?
she have a verse of you in the song. She have a verse of you in the song.
Can you play it for me, please? I would love to hear it again.
Which one is that?
No damn respect.
Oh, I go play that one too. I go play that one. Oh God.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, friends? I just touching base. I say long time I call you to drama all here. Let me say good evening to Kunji. Good evening to my boy KFC, Mova Defender.
No, it's Defender now. It's Defender. Hey, it's not Mova Defender no more. It's Defender. No, you say you can't move. You say it's just the Defender now.
You drop him over.
You drop more.
You see how I out to talk to me, know the man drop off.
You say he drop over. Don't call him.
Remember he party winner, so I can imagine he might be defending Karen. You know, when Karen he wins,
Everybody
wins.
Yeah.
Pick up yourself, Defender.
Yeah. Aisha, want your friend Kingsley? Where he?
He party when I believe he's probably waiting on a board appointment.
You mean a skating board?
He's
gonna have skateboard appointment.
Now he's going to resume duties of holding the hand.
So where you been?
The official handbag holder, you know.
Nah, them days gone. Them days Cocoa song say daddy that gone through. Them days gone through.
Aisha, where have you been?
I right here just watching the political landscape, you know, paying attention, macroing. All I remember back in the day, I used to say it's only 6 people viewing. Right now, it's millions watching. Only a boy. What happened?
Aisha used to say 6 boy. What Wall Street program and the 6 people? You know,
how 6 multiplies to bring a million?
I don't know how them 6 multiply so quick, you know. It multiply, boy. 1.5 million views, you know. Way.
I'm telling you, you get through there, boy.
But we get through, boy. We get through. You know, Aisha, anytime you leave PNM, you just get through. Let me send a message to Aisha Wells. Anytime you leave PNM, you just get through. I know you might want to hear that. Anytime you leave PNM, you just get through. I was trying to tell you something.
Get in your place. Uncle Tommy, how are you? I miss you.
All right, Aisha.
But Uncle Tommy tonight, so.
No, you blushing, you blushing, you blushing.
All right.
Yeah, blushing.
Yeah.
Blushing, Aisha.
All right.
All right. Take care, Aisha. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
All right.
I'll chat with you guys soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. Boy,
Yeah,
boy.
thanks for calling.
Is that woman
Well,
thing now?
Once I have a,
eh?
I have a voice note. You want to play it?
Yeah, go ahead. Play it.
One second.
Good evening, gentlemen. She answered all the questions. It was a very insightful press conference and or press briefing, whichever you'd prefer. And I would say that she had most of, if not nearly all the ministers there. At the beginning, it looked like 4 or 5, but when you got the full shot, they were all there, and quite a few of them answered questions and answered all the questions actually. And she was there for more than an hour. It was actually one of the first times that we've seen this, other than her first press briefing. We're not accustomed to this for the past 10 years. Okay, so I think it went very well. And I think the answers made a lot of sense, actually. And everybody had their say, including the Attorney General.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, voice note. Tommy, you had to get up with name, eh? Caller, welcome.
She just sent me a new one.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me take this call, Tommy. Hold on. Tommy, hold it. Hold it.
Okay, I hold it.
Yeah,
yes.
Caller, welcome. Mr. Carnage, welcome. Mr. Carnage.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor.
Good night.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street and you.
Good night, sir.
Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street and your listeners.
Uh-huh.
Listening to the press conference today, I just want to draw Mr. Gonzalez's attention, saying that D1C will disrupt the. I can't quote him, but I understand he's saying that. I just want the former public utility minister. I know the minions listening, right? I don't know if you really I bring up to the statement that carnage still bend on river water in the 20th century, right? 21st century, right? And today, right, we are getting for the past weeks, we're getting a better water supply than that didn't happen in the past 9 years.
Wow.
And we used to receive that water in 2010. A regular scheduled water. And anything regular now, we get water every night.
Every night.
Every night in Carnage now we getting water. You understand? So what you want to say about the UNC for this your good work? What big man, stop misleading the public. I started calling water on many occasions, sometimes days, weeks we in water, right? Sure, we're not go to school, boy. We have chores to do, boy. We are close to wash, boy. Under this PNM administration, boy. Are you saying UNC will come to try the good work? Or is some misleading the public now, boy? Or that water and problem in Carnage was a problem, boy. People still depending on river water. But I just want the listeners to know, because the listener, because your views going up, right? I think I highlighted this already. I was a part of the 6 when big Google. Yeah, only had 6. A big program last time, only had 6. I think I congratulated the other day how this thing has reached thousands, and now here there's 1.5 million.
Yeah.
And because all they disseminate good information.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah, correct.
And this is what people, the right thinking people, citizens in Trinidad and Tobago want to hear.
That is what it's about, man.
Right, so that is all about. So going forward, Uncle Tommy, right? I also already started on the ground. The whole idea is local election coming up, and Carnage, we have to dismiss the PNM, right? Because it's a process, and we have to complete this exercise. So,
I went and visited some person the other day, and an elderly woman. I don't know if they call it if they call it a road, if they call it a drain. I don't know what to call it, but this lady had to come down to go and do medical. And this woman, these people victimized this woman because she was supporting me when I went for the run for local election. I went under the MSA. They victimized that woman, and stopped the project. But we don't want to see back up PM, boy. Nothing. Local government election, they're gone too, boy.
Yeah. We gotta go for the break, Carnage. We gotta go for the break.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man. Bless. Bless.
Yeah, man.
Defender. Hello. You're muted. Defender, hold on. We're going for the quick break. Hold on. We're going for the quick break. Hold on. We're going for a quick break. So, folks, let's take that quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, Shady Live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Share it live. Share that live.
Let's take that quick break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Defender, welcome.
Blessed night, Uncle Tommy, and watch it again.
Blessed night to you.
Hey, Defender.
What up, PNM? Loyalists came out from. Right now, rumor has it Uncle Tommy and Wall Street.
Yeah.
They're looking for work right now. So I don't know if she work. And they say Google right now looking for work right now. What the place all in amalgamated to be a security guard. Yeah. So I Wall Street. When she come out with it, Wall Street. Remember you say originating never imitate, right?
Yeah.
You do balance, right?
Yeah.
We shot to Google and game a little 10 days or something. Oh shit. They wanted 10 days on WZYE.
WZYE. Yeah.
WZYE. Come on, watch it. We shot to the man.
No.
Get him out of slot now.
Give my Enos.
One day.
Give my Enos. Enos.
Yeah, give my Enos Wall Street. Because what's that?
Give my cold sweat.
Yeah.
Wall Street. Things ain't looking too good right now on the ends, but on a serious note. Wall Street, the country feeling light.
Yeah.
The country feeling like a load come off his shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel like I could fly. Because I'm telling you what shit. This lady, Miss Kamala Prasad Bissessa, she come out fighting in the Wall Street.
Fighting, boy.
She ain't taking that no more, you know.
Yeah, and Defender.
Nah, she ain't taking that.
Listen now, the PNM people scraping the bottom of the barrel, and the barrel one set of holes in it.
Trying to find little kinks in the armor, you know.
All kind of thing they're trying. Or was she? The woman working hard at work, right? And the PNM, look, Stuart Young come and talk about the Gazette. And he didn't know under him, the three companies was in his Gazette.
It wasn't in his own one either.
Wasn't in his own either? Boy.
For Wall Street, I want we to take things serious because we learn too much things slide still.
Yeah.
The ex-Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago made a very serious allegation.
The police investigating it, you know? They investigating it.
Oh, they investigated it?
Yeah. Because P.S. Robinson sent a letter to them. And they responded to P.S. Robinson, that fella from Canada. Right? They responded to him.
Rumor have it somebody, also ex-minister family too?
Well, they're getting investigated. The guy investigated.
Listen to this now. Rashid.
Yeah.
That ex-prime minister, Mr. Rowley, going down in history for destroying the country.
Yep.
And destroying PNM too, you know.
Correct is right. Correct is right.
That's real sad, bro.
Yeah, nah.
That's sad, bro.
Defender.
But Rashid, I feel a good day. I feel like a good day, a new day. So enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah, man.
And let me keep the fire burning.
Correct. Yeah, bless.
Yep.
So, folks, let me play this song, eh? This should be the anthem song now of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this voice note first.
Play the voice note. Go ahead.
Difference in the press conference is it's just the total transparency and the ministers being able to give their opinions without being muzzled, and Kamala working and showing the people that she's very much there, she's present, she's working, but everybody has their work to do, and she's expecting them to do the job that they were appointed to do. And I think that the big difference is that it's not just the quality of what they're bringing to the table, but it's being able to express themselves without being, as I said before, told what to say or being muzzled, or one man having a press conference that nobody else knows what's going on. And every now and again, you hear a little peep from a minister.
Yeah, let's hear Lady Gypsy.
All right. Yeah, folks. Let me read this comment here. Dean Khan says, I shall come out of hibernation and singing when UNC wins. All you go blush all night.
Oh, yeah.
Dean Khan sent a text. All right, folks, take a listen.
I have a political cemetery. It's not for people like you and me. It is for all them politicians. And I dig in their grave, no fuck with me hand. I find some of them, they living too long. And every 5 years, it's the same old song. Some of them dead, just shame to lie down. So I prepare for them a burial ground. Rowley, my first grave for he. With joy in my heart, put him down with me. All of them useless politicians, only making up numbers in my island. Al-Rari, I refuse body. I leave them Muslim, them to deal with me. Big smile on my face and with me bare hand. It's time to move trash from out of this land. But I taking my time with he. I personally will prepare his body. Make sure he have a sardonic grin on his face. That's all he does do. That man is a waste. Bury in the back of my cemetery. Turn he upside down. He face I can see. Look for the strongest grave digger to cover he. Not with the hand, put good fork on he. Gypsy, political grasshopper. I may feel a little pity cause he's my brother. But like Tarzan, he's swinging from vine to vine. It's time I help you to make up your mind. Fitzgerald, Rasta City. I know they go glad to get the body. Resi on beat and dumb for all to see. Drink 2 beers and watch the whole get happy. I don't care all who go vex with me, but Kamala I not ready to bury. She is a strong, determined woman like me, and deserve a chance to run this country. When she in power, I don't go hungry. And Calypsonian does get big money. She don't deserve no spot in my cemetery. I put in she in the center of the city. Paula, you too damn lazy. You sit on a throne while women die daily. You deserve a nice spot in my cemetery. All you do is just collect big salary. Regis, you disappoint me with your racial tongue. You like you can see. Your baba does trim you with weed waka. All day, all you do is sushila. with you when PNM lost. One day you must come bust a line with me. We gonna knock a glass, make myself happy. I yardy that what you is to me. A grassroots man, stand up for country. I will stand by your side and watch you at work. But if you falter, you're going to get fucked. Watson, what is wrong with you? I thought you and Fally would have stick like glue. Boy, shake the man hand and tighten that spade before PNM come back and win that race. Shamfa, one we sacrifice. Yet every week she have new weave, man, she live at night. You and the Pol Pot man resemble and strong. I come city bread and you like a tongue.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much of one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up with PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhawks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Like Wall Street says, share the live, tell a friend to tell a friend.
You know,
Appreciate it.
Tommy, I don't even think Mother Cornox could help PNM this time. I don't think Mother Cornox could help PNM. Yeah, KFC, welcome.
Yeah, hi, good night, Mr. Walsheet.
Yeah.
Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Same to you, my brother.
Yeah, Sharon's coming from. Mr. Good night, Sharon, my godmother. If she saw she singing when UNC win, everybody win.
That was she singing? That was she was singing?
That was she coming singing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Eh? Well, wait, damn. I missed that. Tommy, I pick up on that one. Eh?
Yeah. Mr. Walsheet.
KFC, you push it up to that or what? You push it up to that?
Was she looking for work, you know?
Yeah, no.
Well, Mr. Walsheet.
Yeah.
You didn't want to resign?
Which one?
Greedy man, Gypsy.
But he had to resign. Yeah, he had to resign. He had no choice.
You see what's going on until September, but he resigned yesterday or today sometime.
Yeah, him and
You didn't low blow each other. He and the Honorable Kamala sister is friend.
That what he say?
That was the man say. That was the news last night.
Yeah.
Like looking back for work, or you want to take Aisha's work, or?
I don't know, boy. I don't know.
Aisha was looking for that work. Aisha, good thing in culture. Gypsy, you eat our food. We don't want to. Don't come on UNC. You go and the chef. No work for you. It's a young, strong supporter of UNC. Know the culture and they want work too. Fire burn the piano. Mr. Washington called back Aisha. She said this song. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
Eh?
That's what she's singing now.
What? We Tommy? She
Yes.
sing that in truth?
You weren't paying attention?
No, I wasn't paying that. Well, wait now, what is this? I thought it was a song playing. When the person come, I thought it was somebody playing a song. And then the voice come on. What is this, boy? Tommy, what happened?
It is what it is.
Way, boy. Nah.
Can't be otherwise.
COP, was that Aisha Wells singing that song, or was that a baby? Oh, you know what? That was AI.
No, that wasn't AI. that could be that Aisha Wells coming singing. When UNC win, but Aisha Wells work hard for this election. Aisha Wells campaign on social media for this election.
She did?
Yeah. Yes, Aisha Wells wasn't supporting the PNM. Aisha Wells support the UNC.
But wait. COP, wait. How Aisha Wells go support the PNM and she on WZYE 95? I mean the UNC and she didn't come on WZYE 95.9 FM. What kind of underground support is that? What kind of underground support is that?
Oh God, let me know about that road now. Let me know about No, I even election night. Even election night, when we was waiting out in Turba over here and looking out for all the results and all of them, is Aisha Wells was sponsor we eat and drink?
When
we was listening election? Yeah. Yes, about $1,800.
Oh!
Then sponsor we eat and drink.
Nah.
Aisha Wells campaign hard for this general election. That's a fact.
COP, what you telling me? You telling me that? You telling me?
You see the time when your program was running, Aisha Wells was out in the field. She was out in the field working at her.
But COP, if she walking in the field, we could have do a live without walking in the field.
Correct.
No, well, we have to be careful how we say that, you know, walking in the field.
But then, but then again, that probably that the election done now. When UNC win, everybody win.
All right. We welcome Aisha to the fold. Let me bring Sheen. Come in. We bring in Sheen. Come in. I shall call back and sing again. Because
she inside since election day. You see 3 weeks before the general election. I know Aisha Wells campaigning hard.
Oh, good.
I know Aisha Wells campaigning hard 3 weeks before election.
But COP, you can't be on the balance beam, you know. Yeah, you gotta be. You can't be 1 foot inside and 1 foot outside, you know.
No half pregnancy.
You can't be half pregnant, you know.
Inside. Well, 1 foot this be out, 1 foot this be outside, and 1 foot this be inside. Just have to wait for the next one to come in inside.
No, COP, you go tolerate that.
No more left foot, right foot.
Yeah, no more left. Hey, let me play that song, boy. Nah. COP. You can't be serious. COP, hang up the phone, please. I'm gonna play this song. Hang up the phone, I'm gonna play this song. Nah. COP, you making joke. Tommy, what kind of thing is that, boy?
No more red. No more rain. No more red. No more rain. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way. We want a brighter day. No more rolling again. Bye rolling. Bye.
Pin. The comment you put in the chat, we're not tolerating that. You have to apologize for it. If you don't apologize, this is what will happen. I'm telling you right now. You see the comment you put in the chat with respect to Kamala Prasad Besessa? Apologize for that, right? It's unacceptable. All right? So you have your warning. It's now 8:19. You have until 8:30. All right?
No more red. No more rain. No more red. No more rain. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more rain, 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 no more rain. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you.
So we're back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Let's take this call. Welcome, Mr.
Yes.
Financial Guru. Welcome.
Yes, Professor Wall Street. I was supposed to send you that and you hit the nail on the head with this. I want to just give me 2 minutes because I went and I researched this morning and this evening regarding this issue that Mr. Young tried to raise regarding the assignment. Now, when you have a bond and an obligation, you have a covenant. A covenant is all the documentation, all the financial key for performance metrics, who is responsible for what. Now, Mr. Young is raising, it's not insignificant, Professor Wall Street, but the likelihood of this creating a default is highly unlikely. And I just want to just read quickly. I had it here. All right. So let me just read here quickly what it says. And this is from working in the banking environment and an assistant CFO, you have to learn these things because you look at companies. It's saying here, and I'll just go through quickly, the failure to gather the proper assignment of a minister responsible for government-owned entities can be considered a serious material issue, potentially impacting the investor confidence. However, you see the word here, however, given the company has been making timely payments on its bonds, it is unlikely to trigger an immediate call for full principal and interest payment and a downgrade. So now, what are the possible consequences? Credit rating. A downgrade in credit rating is possible as rated agencies like Fitch. But these bonds, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and everyone, good night, if I didn't say that. The rating agencies are S&P and Moody's. Fitch does more company-based, but we use S&P and Moody's. So it says In a similar case, Fitch downgraded Gabon's rating to CCC due to liquidity strains. So it wasn't because of an assignment which is in the covenant or which has to be gazetted. Increased scrutiny. So what you could have is, if it's not corrected, investors may scrutinize the company's governance and management practices more closely, but potentially affecting the future bond issuances. Now, here's what it's saying, which is what Mr. Barry Paradat, under the Minister of Public Utilities and in Mrs. PM's office, says corrective action. The government can rectify the situation by gazetting the proper ministerial assignment and including the three companies, that is TPHL, Heritage, Paria. All right? Investor consideration. If there's a state guarantee. So these things will, how should I say, supersede anything that what Mr. Young has said. The presence of a state guarantee can mitigate risks, as seen in guaranteed bonds. Financial health. Heritage has been performing and has been paying those bonds, right? Bond implications. Liquid and volatility. Government bond markets can be sensitive to government issues, and the default risk on these bonds, they have been paying it. They were paying 9.75% since 2009 on that $850 million bond, which was madness. Back in when Trinidad and Tobago had a much higher credit rating than now. And so that's not going to be a problem. And that is from well.com. One more thing. They say Moody's and S&P, these are the rated agencies. Would they consider failure to downgrade if a government does not gazette? And here's what they say. Factors influencing a downgrade decision. These are more salient factors. And I'm almost done. Government risk. Failure to follow proper governance procedures might raise concerns. I don't think this is a governance procedure. It is an administrative error, which is significant. Credit worthiness, which is more important. The company's ability to make timely payments. Has Heritage and Paria been making those payments over the last 10 to 15 years? Yes. Industry and market conditions, sector's performance, and market trends. So they may put them on a watch list. They may look for also do a rating outlook change before they do anything such as a potential downward or default. And I'll leave you with this. It's like if you remember, a bond is an obligation. It's denominated in usually in $1,000 increments, but it's unlike what is called a debenture or commercial loan. It can be assigned to anybody. So I can sell that bond on an international market or here in Trinidad, it doesn't matter. I don't have to hold that bond. So what is more important to a bond holder, any bond holder, is if that person is making the payments on time. Because if he goes and he calls that bond in, he has to reinvest it. And there's something called reinvestment risk. And right now, even though bond rates are high in the United States, what it was, the bondholders may not want to take that risk. So I'll leave you with that. It's not that it's not insignificant, but the likelihood of Trinidad getting a downgrade on this is a stretch. They need to make that gazette to make the changes, and hopefully everything should be on point. So I just wanted to make that point, Professor Wall Street, and I'm locked on and listening.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually did, but I actually did an editorial, but I'm not going to do this now. But I want to take about this one here because Anthony Wilson had an article in the Guardian. Bitcoin, welcome.
Good day again, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Yeah.
We all know that after the elections and this present government will be facing all these people that come in for their money because of what the PNM has done. They have bankrupted and mortgaged the future of this country into the hands of overseas finance institution. You know that, and there was on the verge of doing more, right? But we have to pay the cards. And one thing I like about what this regime is about, Professor Wall Street, they ain't blaming it. They're accepting the fact where the country is and what they have inherited, and they're moving forward. For 10 long years, this stupid, wicked, back in time PNM government keep blaming Kamala for everything they do under the sun. But they never take responsibility for running the country. And that is why we're in this position. Yara call from Carnage. Oh gosh, boy. I will feel sorry when I hear that man say that too. In a PNM stronghold area, and that man begging for water.
Yep.
And right now he getting water every night. I asked him, I said, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, what changed? What changed between last week and last month and this month? What changed? Where was Marvin Gonzalez? Where? He was in charge of that ministry for umpteen amount of years. And these people, PNM supporting areas who they win the election with, and they got seats with right now, have water rules, and this man getting water every night now? Nah, boy, something wrong in this country. Something really wrong. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Tommy.
Let me play this voice note.
Go ahead.
This came in.
You have a next voice note here, too. Go ahead.
Uncle Toby and Professor Wall Street. What I hear from that Canada's man is true. He living in the belly of the PNM. And them catching your hand, uncle, and then for water, and he getting water every night now. What changed?
You know, sometimes people don't, and let me play this voice note. Let me play this voice note first.
Good night, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, there was something I noticed, and that was a brilliant move where the ministers and them come out and give us some policies and plans that they went and did yesterday, and they in effect today, especially coming up to the rainy season now, where flooding and stuff will take place, right? So that was a brilliant move. Also, Kamala speak about 18,000 laptops has been purchased already and ready for September month, and there will be an AI program installed into the computers on them, right? And Mr. Washington, I find Uncle Tommy kind of flip-flop with your question there. I feel he didn't run around the savannah with the red shoes. He jumped in my manhole cake.
Hey, you told me. Oh, somebody sent me this. What is this here? What is this here? Hold on. Somebody sent me this to me. I want to listen to this. I saw us singing live and direct. What is this one, boy? But what is this?
Well, when UNC wins, everybody wins. Let me say goodnight, Wall Street.
But wait.
Night, Uncle Tommy.
But is Aisha was in truth? No. Let me play that again, boy. How I miss that? Tommy.
You miss it.
Tommy, you ain't back up there, man. I'll play that again, Tommy. I'll play that again. I'll play that again.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. Let me say goodnight, Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. How are you?
Right to you.
What? Where Aisha Wells, boy? Let me keep my mouth shut, eh? Let me stay in my corner.
Right.
But folks, you see, they already come out there. Anthony Wilson, who does write in the Guardian, in the business section of the Guardian, talking about austerity measures. For 10 years, Anthony Wilson had a 10-year PNM Novocaine. Or they know they don't give Novocaine again, but he got a 10-year PNM Novocaine, and he ain't talk nothing about austerity measures when the PNM was in power. 2 weeks. Today's the 15th, 28th, almost 3 weeks. The UNC in power. All now he want talking about
17 days.
got to implement austerity measures. You see how them disingenuous and deceitful? Eh?
I said 17 days.
Go ahead, Tommy.
I said it's only 17 days there.
17 days.
Yes.
Yeah. And he talking about if that is austerity measures. Look. Take a listen.
Kamala's innovation, not austerity, will drive Trinidad and Tobago's economic recovery, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. In Anthony Wilson's recent Guardian article, Will Kamla be forced to implement austerity? We see yet another attempt to cast doubt on Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's economic leadership before her administration has barely begun. The piece represents a disappointing double standard that was noticeably absent during the PNM's 9-year tenure, despite their presiding over significant economic challenges and expenditures. Wilson's fear-mongering narrative ignores the Prime Minister's demonstrated commitment to fiscal responsibility through targeted efficiency measures rather than broad austerity. The selective concern about our nation's finances, now that the UNC is in power, reveals more about partisan anxiety than genuine economic analysis. 10 reasons why Prime Minister Persad-Bissessa will avoid austerity through innovation. 1. Immediate action on government waste. The Prime Minister has already demonstrated her commitment to fiscal discipline by significantly reducing government advertising expenditure, a clear signal that her administration will target unnecessary spending before considering any measures that would burden ordinary citizens. This represents a surgical approach to cost-cutting rather than the blunt instrument of austerity. 2. Experience in economic crisis management. During her previous term as Prime Minister, Persad-Bissessa successfully navigated global economic headwinds without resorting to harsh austerity. Her administration maintained social programs while implementing targeted economic reforms, experience that will prove invaluable in the current economic climate. 3. Focus on corruption and leakage. The new administration has promised comprehensive audits of major government projects and contracts where millions potentially disappeared under the previous government. Plugging these financial leaks will recover significant funds without cutting essential services or implementing austerity measures that hurt the most vulnerable. 4. Diversification rather than contraction. Unlike austerity's focus on cutting, the Prime Minister has outlined a vision for economic diversification that will generate new revenue streams. By reducing our dependence on the energy sector and developing agriculture, technology, and tourism, her government plans to grow the economic pie rather than simply redistribute a shrinking one. 5. Strategic renegotiation of contracts. The administration has already signaled intent to review and renegotiate costly government contracts awarded under questionable circumstances. This approach will yield significant savings without impacting public services or implementing traditional austerity measures. 6. Leveraging technology for efficiency. The Prime Minister's commitment to digital transformation in government services will dramatically reduce operational costs while improving service delivery. This represents modernization rather than austerity, reducing expenses while enhancing citizen experience. 7. Public-private partnerships. Instead of burdening the Treasury with full project costs, the administration plans to expand public-private partnerships that distribute financial risk while maintaining public benefit, a sophisticated alternative to traditional government spending cuts. 8. Attracting foreign direct investment. Persad-Bissessa's international diplomatic skills and business-friendly approach will help attract legitimate foreign investment, bringing much-needed capital into our economy without increasing debt or implementing austerity measures. 9. Energy sector optimization. Rather than simply cutting budgets, the administration plans to optimize returns from our energy resources through renegotiated agreements and increased transparency, ensuring the nation receives fair value for its natural resources without passing costs to citizens. 10. Progressive revenue generation. The administration has indicated plans to implement more equitable taxation policies that ensure the wealthy and corporations pay their fair share rather than placing the burden of economic recovery on the working and middle classes through austerity measures. In conclusion, the double standard is clear. Where was Wilson's concern about government finances during the PNM's tenure when they spent over $500 billion with questionable results? Why didn't we see similar articles questioning their fiscal approach during 9 years of economic challenges? The selective economic anxiety that appears only when the UNC takes office is a transparent attempt to undermine confidence in the new administration before it has had adequate time to implement its economic strategy. A different path forward, Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa has already demonstrated that her approach is fundamentally different from the wasteful spending patterns of the previous administration. Her focus on efficiency, transparency, and innovation represents a sophisticated economic strategy that moves beyond the false choice between unchecked spending and harsh austerity. The people of Trinidad and Tobago voted for change on April 28, rejecting the politics of fear in favor of hope and competent governance. We deserve an economic discourse that rises above partisan fear-mongering and focuses instead on the practical solutions our new government is already beginning to implement. Rather than asking if our prime minister will be forced into austerity, perhaps the more relevant question is, why are some so quick to predict failure when innovation and responsible governance are already on display?
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. They're already trying to do a hatchet job. You understand, Tommy? They're trying.
Of course.
All kind of things. But I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting for them.
The propaganda machine is working.
Say that again?
The propaganda machine is working.
Yeah, the propaganda machine working. That's why one of the first places get caught with advertising is them. It's them. You understand? Because they're not giving you fair assessment. Right? They're giving you bias assessment. Yeah? Or you be fair. What you just call them, Tommy, the fourth estate?
Yep.
Right, the fourth estate. Or you be fair. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And you already, I don't even remember if he used austerity during the last 9 years under the PNM. You know? I don't remember if he ever write anything about austerity under the PNM.
Yeah, the fourth estate is at work. They're busy making mischief.
Yeah, there's only one set of mischief. Yeah. One set of mischief they're making. You understand?
And what's amazing is that they get a certain segment of the population to keep echoing and reverberating what they're saying.
Correct is right. Correct is right. Yeah. Once you get, and the thing about this, Tommy, is interesting, that 3 weeks after, you already talking about austerity. So wait now. So Tommy, think about this.
Not even 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 17. Actually, they at work for what? Probably 10 days for the most.
Yeah, for the most. But Tommy, this is what it is. How come 2 weeks into a new government, all of a sudden, will she have austerity measures? What about the last 9 years? What about the last 9 years?
And everything from that last regime was based on the dragon. A dragon that will never dance.
Dragon.
Yeah, dragon. And that dragon never was going to dance. Never. Anyways.
Why that phone ringing over there and it didn't ring in here? Okay. I don't understand now. No, my phone ain't ringing. But it's ringing over there. Oh, here we go. It is KFC, welcome. KFC.
Hi.
What's up?
Good night, Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah.
What do you think about Wayne Sturge trying to with cartel, trying to blacklist cartel?
No, but I don't think he's trying to blacklist cartel. No. I think what it is that you know KFC. You know we have entertainers that can't go to certain Caribbean islands.
True. In the past, all of young entertainers can't go in.
It have people from Trinidad who they tell or they can't come here or they can't come to this island. So it ain't really nothing different, you know. It ain't nothing different.
And them young entertainers not have no pass like we cartel have.
Correct is right. Yeah. So I don't think it will be a problem. I don't think. Say that again. Say that again, KFC.
They can't do it on a man pass.
And all them you send them custom and get to them because plenty them you send them vote for the UNC. And for 9-10 years, we pay and then bring cartel, yeah. And those other guys, they live in Angostura and all them places and them things, So I feel that they'll look into that.
Yeah, man.
And that cartel do it, man. Yeah, bless.
Bless, yeah. You know, Tommy, it is so. There are so many things that are hypocritical, right? And all of a sudden, right? Well, Gary Griffith continues to talk about. He's talking about Roger Alexander now, and Roger Alexander talk about he want to look at what they did in El Salvador and see what is the things he can take out and implement in Trinidad. What wrong with that, Tommy?
Nothing wrong with that. If you do an experiment and you need a wheel, you don't reinvent the wheel.
Why reinvent the wheel? You understand? But you know, we tired say. Yeah, defender. Let's take this call. Defender.
Well, shit, I think I now see the most ridiculous headlines ever in the world from Keith Cutler. Keith Cutler is on the TV6 News tonight saying, bring back carnival to Piccadilly Street. Well, shit, who's in government for the last 9 to 10 years?
The DLP. The DLP.
So what Keith Cutler? I really believe, well, shit, some of them really forget what happened in the last 9 years. You know? There wasn't there. You know? He is coming to say, bring back carnival to Piccadilly Street. Nah, boy, I can't believe this. Enjoy the night.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Tommy, all of a sudden, plenty of them fellas find their voice, you know. They find their voice, you know. They couldn't speak for the last 9 years.
Right.
They didn't have a voice. Right? Look at the difference. Look at the press conference today. And just take any one of Prime Minister Robbie press conference. Post-cabinet briefing. Post-cabinet briefing. Let's be sure. It's night. I
want to know why the Water State so interested in what they have to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, them is the opposition.
Yeah, but the Water State knows that the door now open, the new team now get into the room, and that it's premature. Plenty of the expressions and opinions are premature. They know good and well But they're playing their game. They're playing the red game.
Let's take this call. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Everybody on the line.
Good evening.
Well, I guess you probably read my earlier text. It seemed as though when the night of the election, UNC had 2 tables outside.
Okay.
And them doctors and them didn't get a chance to make any money, you know.
Yeah.
Because as soon as UNC win, everybody who had laryngitis, that was it, you know. They get voice.
Yeah.
But the hard part about it, they put cure for laryngitis on the first table. And on the second table, it had brain.
Okay.
You understand?
Uh,
But when you hear the CUNC win, they want to show about the second table, so they grab everything on the first table. So all they could do is talk. You understand?
Yeah.
But they're talking without sense. They are no brain. They wouldn't sit down and think or watch at what is happening. I just trying to figure out why people could be so prejudiced against actually feeling and seeing the truth that is in front of you and experiencing it, and you're denying it. You ever think about how foolish a man could be? Huh? That you're seeing something, you're hearing something, and you're actually feeling it in front of you. No, that is not it. It has something more than that. And?
Yeah, because Mr. Intellectual, at the end of the day, all they want to do is to defend their party, you know. You see how now that the PNM in the political cemetery, all they want to do now is to try to make up. They go make up all kind of thing now. All kind of thing they go make up. They're making it up. They're making it up. But it ain't sticking. You know, them coming up with this spaghetti theory and them trying to throw thing on the wall and see what go stick. And every time they throw thing on the wall, everything falling down on the ground. Look, Stuart Young. Talk about the Gazette. You throw it up on the wall, it ain't stick, it fall down on the ground. Tomorrow we go come with something else.
Yeah, but Mr. Intellectual, the photos did really show who they are.
Correct.
As I always say that the fourth estate is the party group number 2. Or party group number 1. I don't know which one it is, but
Wait.
there's somewhere along
Party group
in the lineup.
Mr. Intellectual, is it party group number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, number 2. Okay. That's how I call him Mr. Intellectual.
Number 2 is the most appropriate name for them.
No, number 2. Yeah. Go ahead.
My brother told me this afternoon that I should be encouraging people to know God and you know, to advocate for a good Christian living and this kind. That's what I assumed that he was telling me.
Yeah.
Right? And I was asking him about what about truth and justice? Why he didn't stand up for truth and justice? Why support evil? He don't support evil. He does do what God called him to do. So I am just wondering if God does call people to well, I'm making an assumption here, right? Because from what it is he said, I do, meaning that he does support truth and justice. Right? So if he's supporting truth and justice, how come he could support a party that encourage people to cuss in the parliament, to be xenophobic, to be discriminatory, to oppress poor people, the widows, the fatherless? Because that's what they did, you know. The PNM take away food from poor people. They oppress the fatherless, the children and them who had cerebral palsy and all these kind of illnesses and things. They threw them out of the place where they had their little therapy and all this kind of thing. Other people had to take up the mantle and do things to assist them. So I am just wondering. I am an advocate for good Christian living, for people to do the right by all men and stuff like that, right? But if you're calling on me to advocate for the gospel, me I have no problem with that, you know. But when I reach out and I ask you to repent from your wicked ways, and you're still continuing to support evil and injustice and all this kind of thing, and then you come in to say that, oh, you love what you're hearing, you like what you're hearing, but in your heart, right? You could be so deceitful that you go back to the past, but you're telling we don't go back to the past, and all these kind of things. I am just trying to figure out how could I stand up and listen to those kind of things and still say, yes, my brother, when you're denying Christ? Tell me now, am I going to be judged as a right thinking person if I condone that kind of behavior? If I see injustice and I don't call it out, what would I be doing? Not supporting it?
Yeah, you just as bad. You are upholder of that. You upholding that.
Right.
You know?
But
Yeah.
let me make something clear to everybody on the live here this evening. The UNC is in power now, right? And I registered my protest in this election, right? And if the UNC find itself in foolishness, don't feel that I would not come out and jam them as hard as possible.
But Mr. Intellectual, I think we cannot be premature in our discussions and give them an opportunity to settle in before we even think about whether we're gonna jam them or not jam them. You understand? Because I think
I
more.
understand what you're saying, you know, bro.
Yeah.
I am just saying
Yeah.
that in the nearest future,
Mm.
right? That if I hear they start with any shenanigans, like the PNM, I am not going to stay silent.
No, I hear you.
Right?
I hear you.
So if anybody believe that I am a upholder of unrighteousness and them kind of thing, me are no perfect man, you know. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to be any kind of righteous man or anything like that. My righteousness is in Christ. And I live according to how I see the Bible dictates my life. Right?
Right.
That is about it. But when I hear it come down to me speaking to people about truth and justice, that is the only way that I could advocate and help so that people could come up to a standard so that all our lives could be much better than how it is at present. I see things changing. I am happy for the changes, and I hope that it will continue to change. Even though I know that the Bible says in the last days, perilous time shall come, I expecting it.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Have a blessed evening,
Yeah, man.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Same to you.
I just want us to be very cautious. You know, I want us to be cautious and not jumping the gun. You understand? Because we falling in the trap. What they want us to fall in, to jump the gun and say, yeah, well, you know, if they make one little mistake, we ready for them. We go after them, folks. Take it easy. Just take it easy, right? There are going to be things that are going to happen. And we have to take it when it comes. We're not waiting here we're not sitting here waiting and saying, boy, we can't wait for them to make a mistake. No. That's not what we want. We want to put that the country is in a good footing and they are going to do things to make people's lives better. Right? And the thing about this is that before we go for the break, I do a thought experiment in my class. I put the 9 times table on the board. And when I get to 9 times 10, I put 9 times 10 is 91. Now, the other 9, I have correct. I have 90% of the problem correct. I have 1 wrong. Don't be looking at the 1 mistake that's made and you forget about the 90% that you have correct. That is the easiest thing to do, right? Don't do that. Don't fall for that trap. You understand? Because that's what they want you to do, you know.
Basically, what they're saying is you get an F for 1 error.
Right. Correct.
Out of 10.
Correct. 1 wrong and you get an F. No. Don't fall for that, folks. Do not fall for that. Do not fall for that. Be patient. Let's go along, right? We want the country better. They are going to put the country better. But don't worry about that 1. That 1 is 10%, you know. Because you get 90, the 1 is 10%. You understand? If you keep on looking, that's what I always say. Martin Luther King says, you don't have to look at all the flights in the stairs. Look at the first flight. Folks, we're going to take that break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973.
I'll take the call.
You can take it. 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Take it from me.
Mr. Saga, you're live.
Have a good night.
Same to you.
Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Yes, sir.
You know what I want to say? Yeah. I was watching the press conference this evening. And you know, these journalists, they are the most dumb and stupid thing that we not have. You know? These people, they can't ask a question in the proper way. I can't understand how they could be a journalist. So you're asking a question, you get an answer to it, and you're coming and repeating the same question over and over. And all they want to know is where you're getting the money from to do what you have to do. One thing I'll ask Rowley that. But you ask Rowley what to do with all the money. Hear them but. You know? One of them say he get a message from Gonzalez that Ballarat making a mistake. What mistake is he making? When eliminating 54 high-paid officials in Wasa. You know, these people, they're carriers of propaganda. And that whole crew, there from the that was there, they're PNM. They're all PNM journalists. You know, I listened to a guy called Akash, but he's the most dumb thing we have, boy. If I put my 5-year-old grandson, let's do a better job than him. You know? Don't want to twist the words. Anyhow, how it is that we're not getting anything from these other party leaders, like Makila Pandya and all them. Are they going back to sleep?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Makila going back to sleep?
Yeah, she went back to sleep.
Yeah. She going back to sleep.
These people just a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know, all they want to do is spread propaganda and talk about it. But she has the answers for them.
Correct.
You see? Anyhow, you'll take care. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, man.
Tell your friends. Tune in.
Yeah. Tommy, Michaela Pandey jump out. I did an editorial. The editorial game was here about how much views, boy? 15,000. Let me see how much let me see how much views the editorial get. And Michaela going back and hiding, boy. Oh God. Michaela Pandey jump out, boy.
She in the corner hiding.
Yeah, she go let Michaela in the corner hiding, hiding, hiding. Michaela in the corner hiding, hiding from UNC. Comrade, welcome. Comrade.
Good night, Professor Wall Street.
And Uncle Tommy.
Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man.
Good night to you.
I hope I'm not out of place, but I come to slap Edie Stewart tonight. Your boy Edie Stewart. That boy dotish. With a deceitful face, he demanded a meeting with the Prime Minister to discuss the problems with the registered nurses. Now, somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. But for the last 10 years, Edie Stewart have not demanded to meet with Prime Minister Rowley or Stuart Young. For the last 10 years, the terms and conditions under which these nurses operate has not improved any amount. In fact, they've deteriorated. So it tells me, and he never, as far as I'm aware, made a demand to speak to the Prime Minister. Any one of them. So it tells me that he was in the employer's court at the expense of the workers all along. And the proof is in the pudding because he has nothing to show in terms of benefits to that group of workers for all his pretend hard work. Now, I'm not asking you guys to agree with me, you know. My opinion. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to make a recommendation to the membership. They need, and I'm serious, they need to go back and join the Public Service Commission. They need a leader like Felicia Thomas who will put forward the terms and conditions and how it can be improved and what is needed. And we have a sensible representative union looking after the interests of that group of workers because they're going nowhere quickly under that fool. Trust me. So they should go straight to the PSA, apply for membership, because that is not a certified union that he's calling himself the leader of that organization. They have not been recognized or certified by the Recognition and Certification Board of Trinidad and Tobago, as far as I am aware. So they need to go, and they were once under the PSA, but under Jennifer Baptiste Primus, they got so fed up of her selling them out that they went off on their own when she was president. So they need now to go back and ask Ms. Thomas to accept them once again as members of the Public Service Association, where they can at least start the groundwork to improve the terms and conditions of employment. And she would assist in all of that bacchanal taking place among that group of workers. That's the best advice I feel anybody could give them at the cost they're getting it at free. I thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You know, thank you, comrade. I did a Tommy, oh, listen to this. I forget this. Seriously. The Caribbean Soul sent it to me. Caribbean Soul fast and he joined real fast. He sent it to me. The editorial I did with Message to Michaela Pandey had 18,000 views.
Okay.
Yeah, I, to be honest with you, I forget. You understand? And so when they want to jump out, they want to jump out on me. Yeah? they have people who can respond to what they're trying to do. You understand? All right, let's take this call. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Good night again, Mr. Ansel, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Ansel, you just forget because there's so much videos you have there. Because when I go on your page, you have so much videos there.
I just forget.
I don't know which one sometimes to watch.
No joke, you know, I just forget. You know, and Mr. Florida, yeah, they say, seriously, people that send me back my video, right? And I just say, wait now, boy, I did that, boy. I don't remember doing that. I don't be,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
you know, I don't be showing my wife sometimes. I'd say, listen, you know, I don't remember doing this. And people just tell me things that I did previously. And we did here at WZYE 95.9. I'll be honest with you, I forget. I forget. I really forget. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you remember the one you did on Hines when you went to do the talk and he saying when you was talking to the guy.
Yeah. That is internalized oppression. I think. I think that one was internalized. I remember that vividly. I remember that internalized oppression one. I remember that one.
Internalized, yes.
Yeah.
So Mr. Hansen and Mr. Tommy and Tony callers, right? So this is my point of view. In the history of Trinidad and Tobago, there have never been a prime minister who was transparent like Miss Kamala.
Yeah.
You could name whoever was there, but none was transparent like Miss Kamala. Because when she was in the People Partnership, when you do your wrong, clear your name and come back.
Yeah.
Some say she went overboard, but she was always transparent. And you see, the funny thing about it is PNM sycophants believe history will repeat itself because in every election, when UNC win after 5 years, PNM will come back in power. And this is what these PNM sycophants and ministers banking on. But Miss Kamala knows that this is her last 10 years prime minister for this 5 years because after this 5 years she'll retire and she's going to leave somebody to carry on the legacy. So she knows she's not going to make no mistakes. That's why she picked John Jeremy. Mr. John Jeremy will groom, if I were to say, or mold whoever she picked to be the new political leader of the UNC. And so we will come here and we will try to see if UNC did this and if UNC did that. But look at Pandey time. What did Pandey do was so much better than what George Chambers did, Ellis Clark, and some of what Manning did. Manning did some, he tried to do infrastructure and he tried and the gate. But Rowley did nothing in 10 years. And for us to come now and say if UNC do something, we're gonna back them on the corner. And they never did. 10 years and over $2 billion to spend trying to incriminate them and they can't. So how we could come now and see that UNC was totally corrupt? Yes, they had few who did something that was not right, but get rid of them. No more dissidents. So what we had to do is continue supporting UNC because we don't know where is good governance. Because every time UNC get 5 years and the next election, they get voted out because allies. If we give UNC 15 years, 3 terms straight, we will see improvement. And then all this talk, if UNC corrupted, you will see it's non-existent. So people, let us break this cycle and don't make UNC have this 5 years and then we have the next election, we vote them back out. Let's give them more time. 15 years.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
I guess one of the things that come out of the press conference today, the government has approved the procurement of some 18,000 laptops for students who wrote the 2025 secondary entrance assessment examination. Minister of Education Dr. Michael Dowlett gave an update on the matter at Tuesday's post-cabinet media briefing. Imagine that. In 2 weeks, they already approved the procurement for 18,000 laptops. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Anyway, let me listen to this is an editorial here on Tommy, your boy Gary Griffith. Well,
my boy Gary Griffith. I like
yeah,
that one.
sort of. Take a listen.
I don't know. I don't know. Why,
Go ahead.
I don't know why he is so relevant.
Well, I don't know, boy. I wonder if he's feeling our way, boy, that Roger Alexander is now. He used to be Roger Alexander boss.
Yep.
Right? Roger Alexander is now, right, the Minister of Homeland Security. And I wonder if Gary Griffith feeling a way that, you know, boy, if I did steady course with the UNC, you know, maybe there's a possibility I could have been heading up one of them ministries.
Absolutely.
And I'm wondering if he's second guessing himself and saying, you know, my judgment was poor. I made poor judgments in attacking the UNC and they're in opposition as opposed to attacking the party that was in power, the PNM. I wonder when he sit down silently by himself, what goes through his mind? Just wondering. Just wondering. Let's take a listen.
A good one, though.
Crackdowns and why Minister.
Hold on.
Why Gary Griffith is wrong on El Salvador-style crime crackdowns, and why Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander deserves a chance. An editorial by Professor Wall Street. As crime continues to hold the people of Trinidad and Tobago hostage, citizens rightfully demand urgent, effective action. Into this climate of fear and frustration steps newly appointed Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander, who has sparked national debate by expressing interest in learning from global crime-fighting models, including aspects of El Salvador's approach. His willingness to explore international strategies shows bold, adaptive leadership. However, former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith has slammed even the mention of El Salvador's policies, claiming they are unfit for our democracy. While Griffith's concern about protecting rights is valid, his rigid dismissal of innovative solutions, especially from a minister clearly not advocating for blind imitation, reveals a short-sightedness that could stifle the very progress our nation needs. Here are 10 reasons why Minister Roger Alexander is right to explore international crime-fighting models. 1. Innovation requires exploration. Minister Alexander's openness to international strategies shows a willingness to innovate. In a nation plagued by decades of failed crime policies, exploring what has worked elsewhere is not recklessness, it's responsible leadership. 2. Selective adaptation, not copycatting. The minister has never proposed wholesale adoption of El Salvador's model. Instead, he's seeking to understand which elements might be adapted to Trinidad and Tobago's unique cultural, legal, and democratic landscape. 3. El Salvador's success can't be ignored. El Salvador has seen a dramatic drop in homicide rates, from one of the highest in the world to one of the lowest in Latin America. Ignoring that success outright is ideological blindness, not pragmatism. 4. Trinidad and Tobago needs results, not rhetoric. Citizens are tired of political posturing and recycled strategies. Alexander's approach, grounded in global best practices, offers something fresh and potentially effective. 5. No strategy is perfect, but doing nothing is worse. While El Salvador's tactics have drawn criticism, they have also saved lives. Trinidad and Tobago must find a middle ground between ineffective leniency and dangerous authoritarianism. 6. Public support matters. Polls in El Salvador show overwhelming public support for President Nayib Bukele's crackdown. This reflects a broader truth. People value safety and they support tough but fair measures when crime is out of control. 7. Regional learning is vital. Caribbean nations share similar challenges: youth gangs, drug trafficking, porous borders. It makes sense to examine what has worked in nearby contexts, especially when local strategies have consistently failed. 8. New leadership, new vision. Minister Alexander comes from a law enforcement background, but is now stepping into a policy role. His fresh eyes and commitment to proactive thinking could inject the urgency and innovation this crisis demands. 9. Public institutions need a wake-up call. Crime in Trinidad and Tobago isn't just a policing issue, it's a societal and institutional failure. A reimagined approach, drawing inspiration from international successes, could jolt stagnant institutions into reform. 10. Safety and rights can coexist. Griffith's implication that exploring El Salvador's model automatically leads to rights abuses is disingenuous. With proper oversight and democratic safeguards, it's possible to protect both public safety and human rights. In conclusion, Gary Griffith, for all his experience, is wrong to dismiss El Salvador-style strategies without nuance. Minister Roger Alexander has not proposed mass detentions or human rights violations. He is proposing something far more radical: open-minded leadership in a time of crisis. Trinidad and Tobago cannot afford another decade of failed crime plans and finger-pointing. The nation deserves a Minister of Homeland Security who is willing to challenge old thinking, explore new models, and adapt global success stories to local realities. In this, Roger Alexander is absolutely right and deserves the public's cautious optimism and support.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Man, I was kind of disappointed. Well, I say I was kind of disappointed that Gary was already started to back at Roger Alexander.
Yeah, Griffith. And then they need to just sit down in a corner for now.
You need to sit down in the corner, let the jack corner, Tommy.
Yeah, he just goes on ways.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna play this voice note here. I have a voice note.
Hi, good evening again. I think some of you will know why I start with a laugh. Yeah. All right, but everybody entitled to views. Views are like fill the blank. Everybody have one. Yeah? Some bigger than others, some smaller than others. Yeah. So I have my view, which I thought I entitled to that. I might be wrong like I own, but I might be right as in the opposite of left. And where I say I'm wrong, I'm always prepared to make adjustment, and that is why I'm.
Will you continue that voice note? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bitcoin.
The media have Gary backing like a dog all over the place. So he backing over Erla, he backing over Vibes Cartel business too. Understand? All the news he backing tonight. But it seems to me that is only not only Vibes Cartel we have down here. You know, we have Forex Cartel too. Because the Prime Minister was on record as saying that and that like it gone below the radar. Nobody talk about that because some of them media operatives they parent company involved in that. You understand? So they're making mass with the Forex issue. I would like to know who was collecting the money on the hand and getting exorbitant amounts for the money. And furthermore, also, this for Roger Hossain tonight. He come out and he was talking and saying about, he was part of the UWI fraternity with regards to economics, right?
Mm.
And he said he made countless appeals to the then government, the PNM, the outgoing government, about what they was doing, about how the tourism sector was in decline, the oil and gas sector was in decline, but they didn't take him on. You understand? And he said somebody have to account for that. And I believe him because through them, they closed down Petrogen, right? And cost the taxpayers of this country $2 billion US to restart that entire company now. That is $2 billion they have to go and borrow to start up that company. When the reports, I think there were two independent reports handed down to the PNM saying that the company just needed restructuring. Had the PNM or the Prime Minister, who this should be totally bolted on because he fault that all this thing happening in this country right now. If he take the advice and only restructure the company, or also he will be collecting foreign exchange from Petrochen, but he decided to do his own thing. Only he know why he shut it down. And that's the question we must ask. And now the taxpayers have to incur all of this sort of burden now to repay all of these debts that we have to incur now. So I mean, it's a good step forward going forward. We see how fast that they're trying to study the Petrogen, and I wish them all the best because this Nigerian company and that whatever the name.
Yeah.
We know what went on there with them yet because the union said that gentleman was speaking on behalf of the union, but he said he not familiar with what happened with and that whatever. So we know what PNM do with them, whatever documentation is signed together. So but I seen positive things taking place with regards to Petrochen that we didn't see in the last 2018.
Yeah.
Right. And we see it in 1 week. So that says a lot. Have a good night, Uncle Tom.
Yeah, man. And I see something, Tommy, where they find some natural gas somewhere.
Of course, there's natural gas.
Yeah, they find natural gas. Some place they find natural gas. And so at least depends on how much what Trinidad go benefit from that. We might see something, man. You go see something. Yeah. Let me finish this voice note.
For God now because I was living wrong. And God brought it to my attention and I didn't hesitate to say, Lord, I'm sorry. And I have seen now how my life is so much more blessed. Now I have my political views, which sometimes it change, and when it change, I can state why it changed. But I see people who say things and then after they just say something different after, and there's no indication as if they operate like if I never did say that. I never did say that. Oh God, boy, be true to your toes now. You have about 10 of them, I assume. Although they say it's not safe to assume it because assuming means making a and myself. All right? So the election done. But Horse was saying, we don't want to hear about the UNC because the UNC not in power. It's the PNM in power. So every caller supposed to talk about the PNM. Every messenger supposed to message about the PNM. But now, I wonder if I could do some statistics, boy. I might be wrong, And if I'm corrected, I'll make adjustment. I'm feeling like if about 75% of the issues and items is about the PNM that get voted by the people, which I used to say, the people not satisfied, vote the tail out. And the way how some people talking now, like if the people not satisfied, they must not vote them out. They must wait for 9 years or 10 years. And then, because they give the PNM 10, they give the PNM 10, so they give this one 10 too. That's how it does work? That's how it does work? But before that, at that time, the PNM get 5 and they vote them out. And the UNC get 5 and they vote them out. So we want to change it now? Oh my bitterness. Let me go and run down to Caesar. What is for Caesar? Yeah, I listen.
Oh well.
Yes, you're right.
Gordon Dryden, that laugh, boy, that is the laugh of a charlatan, a political charlatan. Right? Keep on laughing. Keep on laughing, man. Keep on laughing. Have a good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Same to you.
Yeah. Yeah, Caribbean Solar again. Caribbean Solar the money, you know.
Yep.
Perenco finds natural gas and Onyx. Yeah, well, we find natural gas, but wait, wait now. Tommy, think about that. When is the last time the PNM found natural gas? In the last 10 years? When?
Yeah, the dragon.
When was that?
In the dragon, they find it.
When was that? Yeah, I know, but when they find that?
That must have been a good while now.
Okay. The UNC in office for 2 weeks. No. I mean, you know, to me that sounds like divine intervention. 2 weeks and they find natural gas in power. I'm not saying they wasn't doing this stuff in order to get to do drill and all the work that they had to do and everything else. Yeah? 2 weeks. That had to be divine intervention.
There'll be more
You know what
divine.
the good Lord was he say? The good Lord say, you know what? I'm waiting for them PLM to go. I can't wait for them to go. And as soon as they go, bang, natural gas. As soon as they go on, Tommy, Tommy, as soon as they gone, we get natural gas fine.
They just come out of the office and in the car. They ain't even drive off yet.
You ain't drive off yet. You just come out of the office. You ain't drive out yet. All of a sudden, breaking news. Breaking news. Yeah? Oh, boy? Nah. Yeah. No, Rishi, that is truth. As soon as the PNM gone, 2 weeks, they waiting 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, natural gas, boy. Way, boy. Listen now, all you, if you didn't believe in the man above, you must believe now.
Boom.
Right? They were saying, no, they wait and say, boy, we can't wait to get rid of this evil, wicked PNM party. All of them thinking about the dragon. Right? We know the dragon got slayed. The dragon got slayed. So now we have Onyx, boy. Onyx. Natural gas and Onyx. Yeah? Patricia, welcome. How are you doing? And as Patricia come in, the first thing she typed. Oh, listen to this. Yeah, Sheena. That fine could only be possible, Mr. Youngwood. Eggs in plenty basket. Yeah, Patricia, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. You go game credit. You go game some credit. Just in time to hear Wall Street BS. That is second thing Patricia type. She come in. She even talk about the press conference, you know, Tommy. She even talk about when her party was in power. They never had a press conference with 5 or 6 ministers standing behind the prime minister. Right? Never. But she come in to hear that. All right. Okay. What, boy? Perenco TNT Limited had found natural gas following the successful drilling of the Onyx well. The company said it found significant columns of natural gas in 2 separate geological compartments. Yeah. All them promises that was made, Tommy. All the promises that was made. Watch how they will get fulfilled one by one.
Exactly.
Watch they go get fulfilled. And you know, here what go happen. Here what the PNM people go do. When you start with 1, what were the next 8? When you fulfill 2, what were the next 7? When you fulfill 3, what were the next? How much I say 9? Whatever amount. What were the next 6? And so on and so on and so on. Eh? Oh God, boy. Yeah, Ninja Girl, you're right. Ninja Girl say the natural gas report was suppressed so the dragon can dance. Yeah, yeah, they suppress it. Yeah. Yeah, yes, Miss Santa Cruz. She know all she talking BS, but is most present here. You know, they could say what they want, you know. When they come in here, it's only knowledge that us get, you know.
Of
Knowledge,
course.
you know. Knowledge, you know. You know, I used to tell people, Tommy, when I used to listen to Pastor Guru and them program, I'll be honest, I only used to use 5% of my brain. Right? So, you know, you really couldn't listen to that.
Well, you know, I listened at one point and then I just stopped listening altogether.
No. I used to listen to them because when I listen to them, I only utilize 5% of my brain. So, you know, when I need a brain freeze, you understand? I listen to them. You see?
Mm.
I mean, yeah. People say, boy, you know what? You shouldn't say that, but it's the truth. We speak truth to power here.
That's right.
Yeah?
You
Right?
know, the other day I was saying, here it is, you trying to give up yourself, of your skill with the Laventilla Wall Street Center.
Yeah.
And people fighting you down. You don't have to do that.
And Tommy, you know what is the sad part about it, boy? It's not a Chinese man fighting me down.
Your own.
Indian man fighting me down. Or a Syrian man fighting me down. Right? Or a man from Malaysia fighting me down. Or a man from Burkina Faso fighting me down.
Talking about that.
Yeah.
Suarez was making a point that the fight, the most lethal fight he has to fight is against his own.
Correct. You know, I never in my wildest imagination thought a serious Tommy. This is serious now, eh? I've never said this before. I never in my wildest imagination thought that the people would have fight down the Laventille to Washington Empowerment Center, the PNM black people, like they did. I never ever thought. When that idea came up, I said, wait now, boy. Them people they go embrace this boy. They go rally behind it. You understand? And they go really want this.
You see, they don't realize that some of us, we come away, we spend time, we want to give back. We genuinely want to give back. And so we make an effort to do so, not realizing that the biggest impediment to our effort is going to be our own people, which is so sad. Because when I thought about the fact that Maloney post what he posted the other day, I said,
yeah,
really ridiculous.
Ridiculous, man.
Let me take this call.
Go ahead, Tommy. Oh, financial guru, hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
Caller, you live.
Good night, Wall Street. Andy here again. Sakadama calling.
Thanks for calling, Andy.
Yes. I said that I will call back tonight. Good night to you, Mr. Professor and Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Right. On behalf of what was said today, you know, we saw something of going forward with regards to our younger generation. That simple thing as a laptop, I think most people would have recalled Dr. Rowley and Young, the both would have demoralized that and say that giving the youth of them that they will lead them into a different path. But that's the nature about programming in mind where we'd have gained independence. Don't want to program in a way to think they could control you, but when you give the youths and them the necessary tools, you will develop their brains. You'll get more wise. And they will not be, as I say, bullied again. right? That's the nature about not giving one technology then. That's what they're afraid of, right? We had a government here for the last 9.5 years, and the country was on autopilot while they was doing their best to see what they could for their friends, their family, and whatnot. And today the truth is coming out. It's hard for some to really accept it because of the fact that they know they're supporting someone that they thought, well, they're leading on a path, but it was like the blind leading the blind. Right? And it's hard to really, the people that's know that who's really affected is that the Bella party that they thought would have been room. Right? And they know that the foundation was deteriorating from years back, and today it has finally fallen. Right? And to accept the fact of a losing battle, knowing that someone led you that part, it's kind of hard to comprehend. But to put all nonsense and all talk aside, I don't think any big grown person want not less of a better future for the country and for the younger generation to come, or a better society to live in. Right? These educated people that who, all right, for instance, you vote someone, you put them in power, yes, they're an ordinary person, they reach there. Right? They never even know how to manage a parlor, they never even know how to control a business. And when you go into power, you put in these people who can't even manage much as their own house financially, and then you have to manage our country finance. If you don't have the intellectual mindset to do that, you wouldn't know. You'll just be seeing all these billions and billions, and you'll just keep wanting more and more. The professionality of Miss Honorable Kamala Prasad is come with experience.
Correct.
A lot of people wouldn't agree to the terms and conditions that she puts in across, but that's the kind of leader we need right now to bring this back from hell. Right? We need somebody with the right intellectual mind to know how to work around. And to have a woman go up against a man, come on. A woman deserves more than the biggest crown it have. Right? And to the betterment of where we had to go now, is we have to do our part as well. We just can't sit back and just let the government do everything for us. You know? So, you guys there? You hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we're still there. We let you loud and
Make a point, Andy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah. So my thing is that, you know, we have a new system in place, and it's good to know that you have a platform that you could give people the views to express on. And I appreciate the few minutes that you give me.
Yeah, man.
I will be delighted to call back again, man.
Thank you for calling. Where are you calling from?
Okay. Eastern Tableland.
All right, Andy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay, man.
Yes.
Take care, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Okay. Financial guru, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to be quick because I want people like Andy and so on to pick more contributions. But Professor Wall Street, I want to be quick with what you had highlighted with that Hinkson article. And two things I want to
Wilson article. You mean Wilson? Wilson.
Your editorial.
Yeah, Wilson.
I'm hoping that you and Uncle Tommy and others can push this. One of the things the Trinidad and Tobago government, I didn't have time to review her press conference, Ms. Prasad Bissessa's press conference. But we are in serious economic trouble. We have been talking about this. I have been talking about it. You have been talking with Uncle Tommy. $141 to $143 billion in debt. That's between local and forex debt, which is about 37 billion, 5.5 billion. We have a 77% debt to GDP ratio. We are approaching that. Anything over 77% means we are going to have serious problem in diverted money to other areas. One of the things I would like to see done, hopefully, just like Jamaica, there is a council of economic advisors. This is very important. There are people who are academics, not only academics, but economists, people in the banking industry, people like, for example, who has come on your show, and one person I would hopefully hope that Mrs. Bissessa Prasad and Mr. Tanku and the planning minister is Dr. Indira Sajawan. She is very knowledgeable. She has very good ideas. You have Mr. Jed Siram, you have Marlene Atz, You have people from the private sector, and Mr. Tanku and the planning minister, what's his name, Mr. Kennedy Swarwat Singh. I'm hoping that they could get a team together, because one of the failures of the PNM administration is that the Council of Economic Advisors, or there was an economic team headed by Dr. Terence Farrell. He never listened to them. He listened to Colin Inwood and Vishnu Dan Paul, who has put this country in serious trouble. So I'm hoping that could be done. The next point I want to raise quickly, what you pointed out in terms of not going to, because remember Mr. Dan Paul, who was the finance minister for a month, said that there will be no austerity. I don't know why Mr. Hinkson didn't question Mr. Dan Paul and the previous finance minister, Mr. Imbert, on that. But it's one of the things that they should start looking at. You talked about renegotiating and looking at contracts, and I've been talking about this. The build, own, lease, and transfer of buildings. I talked about that Ministry of Health. The Energy Minister, Mr. Rudan Munila, Dr. Rudan Munila, talked about that. Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and folks, I just want to leave you with this. That building was built for a total of $280 million by Emily Elias. That's Dr. Rowley's good friend. I'm not putting no aspersions. The cost of that building is 1,176 square feet. It's about 237,000 square feet. After 15 years, the government of Trinidad and Tobago will pay $480 million. You know what I'm saying? They will pay $12 million. $480 million will be spent. That works out, Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy, to about $2,200 a square feet. That's almost a 800 to 900 difference. That's 72% over the cost of the building. So I'm hoping that these contracts, especially when it comes to UDCOT, that Mrs. Bisessa Prasad gets together, Mr. Jeremy gets together, Mr. Tanku gets together, Mr. Swara Singh, and start putting things together and looking at these contracts. But because there has been a lot of overruns, that's Skinner Park. They pay and they make the Skinner Park less than what it could be in the past. In Skinner Park, Professor Wall Street. So I'm just going on what you said. I hope advisors, and they can also look at
Professor Wall Street.
No error. That's an error.
Sorry.
Have a good night and take care of Uncle Tommy and Professor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Folks, I want to play this one before we go, right? This is Foster Cummins talking about the UNC gonna shut down youth programs. I don't know why them fellas so deceitful and disingenuous, and they have discredited themselves. Yeah, right? He come out and saying that the UNC gonna shut down youth programs. Take a listen, folks. Them fellas just I'm busy, but school closer. It's all more time now. Take a
Right.
listen.
The UNC will strengthen, not shut down, youth programs. Foster Cummins' recent assertion that the UNC government will close all youth programs is nothing short of baseless fear-mongering. With no concrete evidence to support this claim, it is clear that the statement is intended to incite panic and distrust among the people rather than contribute to an informed discussion about youth development. Cummins' rhetoric is just another example of the PNM's well-worn tactic, red tricks, designed to manipulate public perception. But in a political climate where citizens are increasingly demanding transparency, accountability, and substance over scare tactics, these methods are failing. The resounding defeat of the PNM at the polls on April 28th reflects the people's rejection of such dishonest political maneuvering. Here are 10 reasons why Foster Cummins is absolutely incorrect about his statement. 1. There is no official policy to close youth programs. At no point has the UNC government indicated any plan to dismantle youth initiatives. No public statement, policy document, or official decision supports Cummings' claim, making it pure speculation. 2. The real issue is accountability, not program cancellation. The new administration's audit into short-term hiring is about ensuring proper use of taxpayers' money, not shutting down programs. Oversight into questionable employment practices does not equate to discontinuation of beneficial initiatives. Philip Watts is doing his job. The new Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, is acting in the public interest by launching an audit to examine whether funds were used properly. This is what the people voted for: accountability. 3. The PNM's hiring practices were excessive and unsustainable. Employing over 60 individuals on short-term contracts with salaries ranging from $9,000 to $16,000 per month raises serious concerns about spending efficiency. The government's review is about ensuring fairness and proper resource allocation. 4. Political spin cannot disguise overspending. Cummings' argument ignores the reality that public funds must be handled responsibly. Questionable hiring should not be defended under the guise of getting the work done. The public deserves transparency. 5. Youth development remains a priority under the UNC government. Programs like UTech, Drive, NLTP, and MELAT remain key pillars for youth empowerment. Instead of shutting them down, the goal is to improve operational efficiency and reduce waste. 6. The people have rejected PNM rhetorics. Trinidad and Tobago resoundingly voted the PNM out of office on April 28th, signaling that fear-based narratives no longer hold power. Cummings' statement is just another desperate attempt to sow doubt. 7. Fear-mongering is not a substitute for governance. Instead of reflecting on why the PNM lost public confidence, Cummings prefers to spread misinformation to stir up unnecessary fear among youth program beneficiaries. This approach lacks integrity. 8. Political manipulation undermines trust in leadership. When politicians like Cummings use unchecked allegations to mislead the population, they weaken the trust people have in public institutions. Citizens deserve facts, not fabricated political narratives. 9. The UNC government is focused on efficiency, not destruction. A government audit does not mean a program's elimination. It ensures that taxpayer money is being spent wisely, effectively, and ethically. That is good governance, not political retribution. 10. The PNM's electoral defeat is proof that the people see through the lies. Cummings' party was overwhelmingly defeated at the polls. This proves that Trinidadians and Tobagonians see through these tactics and demand truth, accountability, and results, not manufactured panic. The PNM has lost its moral authority. After squandering over $500 billion in public funds, with very little to show for it in the past decade, the PNM is in no position to lecture anyone on protecting youth programs. The results on April 28th were a referendum on that failure. In conclusion, Foster Cummings' unfounded claim that youth programs are being dismantled is nothing more than political theater. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are no longer susceptible to PNM's red tricks and fear-mongering tactics. They want accountability, transparency, and leadership grounded in truth. The resounding defeat of the PNM in the April 28th elections should serve as a wake-up call. The old method, watching, listening, and rejecting those who seek to divide and mislead. It's time for facts over fiction, governance over games, and leadership over manipulation.
So there you have it, folks. The
Yep.
PNM red tricks. It's red tricks, eh? Not
Yeah,
working.
yep. I got a voice note to play.
Go ahead.
Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, all you remember not too long ago, the PNM was putting people trying to means test to get devices, laptop devices.
Yeah, we discussed that here. Yeah.
Look at how they have people trying. You have to go through all of these means tests to get it. And this government just come and promise to turn 18,000 laptops. And they're getting it out. They're getting it now without any means test. I want people to understand what the PNM government is about. I want if they ask Mr. Young brother if he had to go through a means test to get money, or Mr. Awari, if he had to go through a means test to rent the building.
Correct. Folks,
it's only about the poor are going through means test, while they rich folks, they get it flying colors easy as they come. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Yeah. Folks, put your closing quotes and closing comments in the chat. Put your closing quotes and comment in the chat. Your closing quotes, closing positive quotes, and your comments in the chat, and send your closing voice notes to the voice number 973-868-1444. 973-868-1444. If you could also send your voice notes. Send your voice notes to 973-868-1444. Send all your voice notes there. But folks, we have to understand is that we can already see, there's a code that says you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
True.
Even if we put on our blinders, right? You can already see the first impression that the country have received from the new government, right? And don't expect the PNM people to have anything positive to say. They're not gonna have anything positive to say. They go try to find all kind of story. We Kamala, we didn't see Kamala for 2 days. We didn't see she for Prime Minister Rowley used to go away for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Tell me, don't forget that, Prime Minister Rowley used to leave Trinidad and Tobago and go away for 3 weeks, and not one word they asking. Not one word. All of a sudden, all they want to know where Kamala. She busy working. That's what she busy doing. Working. And when she come to her press conference, she's showing all you, right? She getting it done. They already have procurement for the 18,000 laptops. 18,000. Look, all you. What the Prime Minister? Drink all your bodies, they just and go in the corner. That's what you used to say to me. I say, all drink all your bodies, they just and go in the corner. That's I think something like that they used to say. Yeah, folks. Finally, the government of Trinidad and Tobago is in the hands of a female, right?
A caring female.
Yes, correct is right. A female who cares. Yeah?
A loving, caring female.
And that's what we needed. After 9 to 10 years of bullying, disingenuous, deceitful, evil, wicked, and I have some words here too, Let me see what I get them. Yes. Devious, unscrupulous, iniquitous, malicious, nefarious, heinous, immoral. Yes, that is the type of behaviors we had in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 10 years and no longer, right? You see, during the past 9 years, they take the toothpaste out of the tube and they was trying to put it back in. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in, I want somebody to try to see if they can put it back in. That told me, try.
True.
Yeah? All right, folks, let's take that quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washit, and you. COP, you have a minute before the top of the hour. Go ahead.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Just put in conniving and vindictive in them words and them too.
I'm adding them two words there. Conniving.
And vindictive.
And vindictive. You know what? One program you gotta use some words for what we think of what they have done to the country. Folks, stick and stay. We're gonna go for that quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washit, and you. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Mr. Santa Cruz, he did not apologize, but he's no longer here with us. He did not apologize, but he's no longer here with us. You don't have to worry about that. We serious here. We serious. Let me play this voice.
Professor Wall Street, the dragon in hibernation, right? In due course, the dragon will wake up, but not now, right? That's for another day. When the time is right, the dragon will come out of hibernation, and the children of this country will benefit from it. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let me give my closing comment. My closing. Tell me my phone has get full, boy. Okay. Where is that, boy? Let me see something. Oh, here we go.
Today, I cry out for something greater, something that goes beyond borders, religions, languages, and ideologies. I cry out for peace, peace among nations, peace in homes, peace in restless minds and weary hearts. There is so much conflict, so many wars, so many divisions, so many suffering from decisions they never made. But I believe that a new time is being born, a time where love overcomes hate, where truth silences lies, and where goodness triumphs over all evil. Lord, may the leaders of the world be touched by your light. May they make decisions with wisdom, justice, and compassion. May every hidden evil be revealed. May every plan of destruction be undone. And may they, united by a higher purpose, release white smoke to the heavens, not as rituals, but as signs of peace, reconciliation, and living hope for humanity. May every weapon become a bridge, and every war cry become a prayer. Remove from the world what is heavy, what divides, what wounds, what destroys, and plant in its place what builds, what unites, what heals, what restores. Renew humanity. May this new cycle that begins bring hope to those who weep, direction to those who are lost, and courage to those who long to do good. May your spirit move across the earth, bringing lightness, order, and transformation. And may the whole world feel we are beginning again, now with faith, with peace, and with you in control of it all. Amen. Like, comment, and share.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Tommy, go ahead.
Often, when you think you are the end of something, you are the beginning of something else. Often, when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. Like I always say, you, the bat in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, when you look in that mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you on Sunday when we talk politics. Good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Let me go to the voice notes.
Uncle Tommy and Professor Watts, we all remember not too long ago, the PNM was putting people trying to use this to get devices.
Yeah, that I forgot I had that queued up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's done.
Okay.
You go ahead. Play your voicemail.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, my closing comments. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. But UNC back in power, not so? Eh? And they got the range of power in 2010 and lose it twice.
Tommy, you hearing me? I just want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tommy, didn't the UNC win under Pandey?
Yeah, they won on the Pandey and they won on the Kamala.
All right. Okay. All right. I just asking a question because sometimes
But some people don't. Some people. Anyway, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I gotta be right with my words.
Yeah, but no, Tommy. I mean, you're making these kind of comments. I mean, at least fact check yourself now.
Not just that, but boy.
Let me finish pretty voice though, there. Let me finish pretty voice though. Let me wait. Listen to
Yes, folks, my closing comments.
Y'all listen to this,
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. But UNC back in power, not so? Eh? And they got the range of power in 2010 and lose it twice. And then they're back now. So I don't know if that does make sense or dollars about second impression and first impression. Anyhow, oh gosh, boy, I was hoping that, oh God, boy, come the 29th, the narrative will be, look, let me see what we could do to build, to better, to, okay, they're gone, okay, according to some, they do stupidness, they do dotation, they even do illegal things. All right, I still maintain my view. I'm consistent with my view. Anybody, I don't care what color top they wear or wearing, anybody that is guilty of interfering with the public purse or the public illegally should be dealt with according to law. I maintain that. And I don't want to ever sound like those who are the till are dead, till the blank. I don't want to ever sound like them. So when it's we, no problem. When it's them, you can jam them. Yeah, all right, okay. So this is what I've been praying for, that here we will get gas, that we will get oil, that we will get a certain kind of behavior and conduct from our politicians and from the citizenry, so that we wouldn't have to be dealing with people dying from accident as a result of drinking that kind of spirit. These are the things that I am praying for, that people will be able to get away from drug abuse, from abusing their wife, their children, and all kind of things. Could the host and them help with this? Please. This has nothing to do with government. I will fix this now in Jesus' name.
Next voice note.
Hey, good night, Mr. Anselm. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night to all the callers, all the texters, everybody live. Blessings to everybody, family. Everybody be safe till we meet again on Sunday. Hey, Bitcoin. You talk about dragon. The only dragon I know that people getting in Trinidad and Tobago is Bruce Lee. Enter the Dragon. Watch the movie.
I remember that movie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that movie, but Bruce Lee, but this is the financial guru. Closing comment: laziness kills ambition, anger kills wisdom, fear kills dreams, egos kill growth, jealousy kills peace, doubt kills confidence. Now read that right to left. Okay. All right. I can't read it right to left though. But we understand what you say. Closing quote, read back to front after all for all fellow Trinidadians. Okay. Uh okay. All right. Okay, let me go to the chat. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You have a minute, Mr. Farrell.
Yeah, but I'm Mr. Anselm, Mr. Anselm.
Uh,
You see that man voice note? I want you to do a collection of it, right?
uh.
And do an editorial on it. And tell the children in Trinidad and Tobago,
Oh God.
don't become like this one. Do editorial on it. All right,
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Anselm, Mr. Tommy.
Bless. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know. If I do a tour on that, I'm going to use 1% of my brain. I will use more than that. CV closing comment. When the wicked rule, the people groan. Mr. Intellectual closing comment. Death comes slowly for evil men, but it is the most fearful and agonizing time for them. Blessed night, everyone. S. West says the UNC is police and the PNM is thief. Hence, they're wondering where the police is. They're afraid they're worried. They're afraid they're worried getting caught. Nadia says, blessed night, everyone. Stay safe. 007 Alana says, I hope I pronounced that correctly. We have to keep forced on of real democracy, another narrative of fake media at present. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. The onyx dancing, so let it dance, blessing all. Semantic 62 closing comment. Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. Yeah, great painter, boy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very great. PNM, Michael Oliver, PNM, everybody run. UNC wins, everybody wins. Amen. Miss Santa Cruz closing comment. The most exhausting thing in life is being insincere. Anna Morrow Lindbergh. All right. Semantic 62 says people just waiting for the propaganda to debunk it this time around. Our country could have been in first world status if we didn't lose those 10 years. Correct is right. Caribbean Soul closing comment. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect less. Okay. Anil Murat says, when God says yes, nobody says no. Have a good night, all. Susan Lalchan says, you are the driver of your own life. Don't let anyone else steal your seat. Have a blessed night, everyone. Batman had said, you guys should have people calling and donate for the empowerment center. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that. So, folks, we are out of here. And we're going to go out with let me see what you go out with. I want to go out with explainer. Go out with explainer. Let me see. So we're gonna go out with the explainer tonight, folks. What's the name of that calypso again? Explainer. Yeah, I think it might come up first. No, it didn't come up first, no. Here we go. So, folks, have a pleasant night. We see everyone on Sunday on Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. We're going out tonight with explainer. Yeah? So you guys take. See you. Tables turning, but the tables have turned. Yeah, that's right. We are out of here. Bye-bye. See you guys. Bye-bye.
The way the world is going on, all the world start to fall back down. This might sound like fallacy. 79 proved this to me. I sure you remember the fall of many world leaders, rulers of oppression, overthrown many oppressed man. The table turning, sir, round and round. All them oppressors falling down. The table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
falling down,
falling down.
round and round. March 13th of 79, an incident came to mind. Bishop overthrow Gary, backed by the People's Army. Well, look at Samosa, moved by the Sandinistas. Idi up in Uganda, and then Parabokasa. The table turning, sir, round and round, all them oppressor, falling down. Table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
Falling down,
falling down.
round and round. The words are will the Bible said that keeps spinning every day. Today you rule a kingdom, tomorrow you in the opposite position. They shall control Iran with everything at his command. Ayatollah took his position, now they shall leave Iran and run. The table turning, sir, round and round. All them oppressor, falling down. The table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
Falling down,
falling down.
round and round.
Round and round,
Falling down,
we're falling down.
round and round.
Table turning, stop.
Falling
I
down,
said they're falling down.
round and round.
All them oppressor,
Falling down,
we're falling down.
round and round.
Round and round,
79
I said they're falling
was the year of overthrow.
Table turning, stop.
We do not know what 80 might bring. We have seen the fall
the Shah, and Emperor Bokassa. We do not know who is next. So our leaders who walk the same pathway with those dictators, I say take heed, for you do not know if you are next.